Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening to you all over the world. My name is Adebusuyi Olutayo Olumadewa from Waohlife, my Jesus Christ story. I'm so happy to let you know this is the day that the Lord has made, and we are rejoicing and we are glad in it. Today is Tuesday, the 6th of October 2020, and we'll be having another session with Team Election on the Family Lifetime series. Today we'll be looking at the law about FirstSight part 2. It's going to be awesome, it's going to be inspiring, it's going to be influencing towards becoming the better personality. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, young and old, I'm so happy to let you know that Team Election will be coming online now. Thank you. This wonderful family, they are family system engineer, they are marriage mindset crooner, John C. Maxwell certified coaches. There are many things. They run codes of many colors, and that's why their teachings on Waohlife TV inspires to always have to do one's part to become the better version of one, and to model the life that God has called us to. Again, I'm so happy to let you know that Team Election are online now, and we are connecting with the team. Thank you. And praise the Lord. Hey, and hear his voice. Praise the Lord. Hold on, Colin. Waiting to connect with Team Elesh.
Hi. I don't know if we're showing.
You're showing.
Okay, we can see ourselves.
I can see you loud and
Network
clear.
is very funny.
Don't worry. Pay me $50 million. I'll release it, man.
Oh my God.
I can
we can see ourselves. That if we're showing, that's fine.
Wow.
Can you see us?
I can see you loud and clear. That is on red. Morning sun, beautiful.
Okay, if you can see us, then we're good.
Thank you so much. Welcome to another wonderful edition of Family Lifetime series with Adebusuyi Olutayo Olumadewa. Can you hear me?
We can hear you loud and clear. But we can see ourselves, but we can see you.
I guess the network is going to readjust. So before we proceed, did you like my effect? Last week.
Well, these are appearing Professor Pella at yesterday. last week. Last week, yeah, he disappeared. He became dark and he just disappeared.
No.
Like Professor Pella.
I will not take that, man. Deliberate act. I said, let me show you new things. The Bible says, a new things will I do.
How can that be a new thing?
Oh my God, he disappeared.
I just
That
want
was
to
a
show
good
you
one.
the level.
I
You enjoy
laughed.
the
I had a
level.
good laugh. Honestly, we could hear your voice. We couldn't see you at all. The whole place became dark.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my God! As the rapture taking place.
No, but we were hearing his voice now, so he was speaking here.
Rapture was leading from glory, a place of glory. It was too funny.
God is awesome. God is too awesome. Awesome. So such things happen when when you're a miraculous personality like that. We just change things so that people would not know that. Okay, so I trust God, but I trust God.
Oh my God!
Mommy, let me talk now. Mommy, let me talk.
I'm laughing. You're making me laugh.
So I trust God that
we can't see our face though, but you can see.
No, but it's okay. If you can see us, we're fine.
Can you see my wife?
I can see you, sir. I can see you are putting on red. You are having your earphone on the left. Mom is having it on the right. So the synergy is awesome. In fact, I can see you. I can see you. Don't worry. Affliction will not rise again. So
you're right.
Affliction will not rise again. So this time it will be our turn to disappear. Oh my God!
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I was speaking with Olumide Ajigini a few minutes ago before coming online. He was telling me that last week Saturday's program, the Better Together for a
October 1.
October 1 event. Is
on YouTube? Yes, forever date.
Forever
if
date.
It's on YouTube, no, we will try and see if we can harvest it. It's on the Facebook group.
Okay, because he has been asking of it. He said he would like to see it himself.
Wow. If it's on Facebook, he can join the group and watch it.
Okay, I'm going to send you his number and his link so that you can chat him.
Yes, I will send
his number.
You can just join the group.
You can join the group and watch. We made it a closed group afterward. But it's open. Yes, it's closed now.
Okay.
So you can still join. It's closed now. So you can still join and then watch it. Yeah.
It's closed, guys. It's
closed. It's a closed group.
Okay, thank you.
We're getting a lot of scammers, people coming in to just post anything, and we had to stop it because it was public, and they would just come and post and send you to a link, and we don't want our names, associated with fraud or anything that would tarnish our name. So we just have to close it. So we'll check the people's profile before we accept.
Oh, we have how many people?
About 500 plus now in the group.
Wow. That's a ministry on its own. Thank you so much. I'm seeing, before we start today's session, I used to see you post a lot of things, marriage mindset, family engineering stuff. I'm a goddess. I don't work free pool. There's no longer freemium. Please, can you talk about who Bridget speaking is and what is Bridget speaking?
Bridgetly speaking, it's how will I say that's like my brand. There's a way I talk that I have the capacity to shock people. I have the capacity to draw laughter. I have the capacity to just be real and be myself. So when I talk, it's okay, Bridgetly speaking. This is me speaking now. And so the way Bridget speaks is different from the way other people speak. And I also have the capacity to speak Pidgin English. I'm very good at speaking Pidgin English. I grew up in Edo Delta region. I can I can speak Pidgin English very well. So that's part of who I am. I am very real. So that's why Bridgetly speaking, how I came about that. And I work with someone. I've been working with a guy on my media for like 4 years plus now. And so it was just easy to say, okay, you speak differently. And so Bridgetly speaking evolved. And so the first book I did as a result of my Instagram post was called Bridgetly Speaking. So it's just thoughts, pictures, and things that I have on relationship, on different things. So that's it. So my new website is bridgetlyspeaking.com, www.bridgetlyspeaking.com. I have not started in earnest, but I have a couple of materials there people can check. And then I got some things from my old blog and added to it. I've not been blogging as much. Most of the work I do now, I do on my Facebook page. So that is it. Then for the freemium, premium to premium, okay? I'm altruistic in nature. I call myself, you know, how do I put it now? Arroya kindness. I'm kindness personified. So it got to a point where almost everything I do, I've been helping people doing things for free. And with what I pay, I've paid heavily to get my coaching, get certified, get a lot of stuff. Until date, I still pay to get coaching. The fact that I'm a coach does not mean I won't have a coach. So I have coaches in different areas of my life, and I still pay for their courses. Even those that I look up to as mentors, I still support them in my own way and pay for their programs. So it got to a point like people want me to answer their questions. They come to me, I'm on the phone and everything, talking with them. There are people I will go because I'm a faith-based person. So sometimes when I'm talking to you, I'm asking the Holy Spirit for help. He gives me prophetic instructions and I give them. Sometimes I even go into fasting and do prophetic actions on their behalf on my own without them doing it. When I now ask them, they're like, oh, they forgot, and I have been doing it. It's like you fasting for 2-3 days for another month's problem. And the person does not even care. I've not even started. So I say, you know what? I'm not called to do this. Even Jesus had people that were his sponsors. Jesus had sponsors. He had Mary, Martha, you know, he had people sponsoring him. Up to his grave was bought by someone. You understand? So when we take people that are supposed to be a blessing to us for granted, you wear them out. You get to the point where you begin to take them for granted. There are times I take calls as far as, you know, midnight. So it just got to a point I said no more. Because I've paid dollars, I've paid millions to get coaching. As a John Maxwell certified coach, I didn't tell John Maxwell, God bless you, sir. Despite the fact that I've been reading his books for years. You know, I'm paying for those books. I didn't tell him, God bless you, you are blessed and everything. So I traveled to America, got certified and everything. And all other people that I've done certification courses with, there's nobody that will say, okay, I've not paid for programs with. So for me, I have placed value on myself. So I can do free. Once in a while I do that, but no more. I have packages. And so I'm the professional coach. My husband is a coach. He's also a professional family therapist and a family coach and everything. But right now, he's still in the freemium space where once in a while he's like, oh, this is okay. I said, no, this is my work. This is my means of livelihood. I can't keep doing freemium. I have bills to pay, and I don't do that to my coaches. So if anybody comes and is not ready to pay, we have podcasts. The podcast is free. And it's not actually free because we actually, we spend time doing the podcast. You know, we spend time talking and doing everything with the podcast. So if you want to learn from us directly, go to the podcast and listen. And that will be for free, you know, paid for upfront. So it's free. And once in a while, if we have programs in church, you can listen. We have free webinars you can join, like the Timelefi group now. It's free, yes. Right fit marriage. More, yes, freemium. Those are free. We give free. But when you want premium, you have to pay. And it will be worth it when you pay, because I will go all out to give you the best of what I have to offer. So that's how it came about, sir.
Awesome. I can imagine how you will go all out for personality. Sir, I would like to ask you this question before we move on today. How do you feel when mommy talks about, when mommy fast for a client and the guy is telling her about, I don't have time to follow up on past discussion? How do you feel when mommy starts talking about such unserviceable clients at home? What are the things that transpire?
Unserviceable client. it's a personality, you know. She will. I mean, even the people that are not doesn't fast for, she carried them on her head, and I had to always remind her that you're not El Shaddai, even though you will die. You know, you have to don't ever forget. You cannot. You can only take the guy to the water. You cannot force them to drink water. No matter how much you try, no matter how much you are super involved in them, if they're not motivated, you can invest it and God will reward you for your effort. But that's all, you know. So it's a personality. So she had always come and be raking, and I was just, you know,
Next day, I won't begin to do the same thing.
So I mean, this evening my son wanted to do something, and my wife came and drove him out, and said, and he said, mommy, chancing, mommy. I just said, she's a lady, you have to allow her. You know, she's a lady. You have to give that, you know, prestige allowance, any word like that.
You've said it.
Yeah, you know, that's just it, really, you know.
Okay, sorry. Before we move on, my last question to you, Daddy, is this: what's the ministry? Why do some faith people? Don't let me even be biased with this. Why do people cherish freemium more over premium, even when they know that
Premium?
Freemium. Why do people cherish freemium more over premium, even when they know that the coach has paid? Hello? Hello? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Freemium. Why did it?
I said, why do people cherish freemium more over premium, even when they know that the coach has invested time, energy, and money to a cause, and yet be telling you that God bless you? God bless you.
So unfortunately, it's the society we live in. Most people walk into a church, you know, and they just they don't pay for such services normally. That's the society we live in. So there has to be a mental shift that this is people's profession. Like I was telling some people recently that I made my wife go do a class with some people, and she told me that she will not do this again. But I went to tell them really that this is what my wife does for a living, so she earns money for this, you know. So that is one of the issues. People think that they can get it in any pastor or stuff down the line, and unfortunately some of these pastors are not equipped to give the right counsel. So I give you a small example. My wife is a mental health and
practitioner. Coach, yeah.
So she spent she went through 6 months.
Yeah,
6 months of money and classes that she forced me to attend, some of them by sympathy or whatever, just attending, you know, for mental health. So she really can take care of people that have mental health issues. Now think about it. Somebody now goes to a pastor and had some mental issues. The guy counseling, but he doesn't do it like my wife. The person will come to my wife and be wondering why should he or she pay my wife for such service. So, you know, it's our society, and it's by you know, letting people, you know, I can tell my wife she still needs to create a balance, you know. But apart from that, letting people know that this service is paid for and this is the value you will get. And then let that testimony speak for itself over time, you know, and the testimony will speak for itself.
Wow, thank you. Thank you so much for that beautiful exposure. I'm so happy we were able to deal with that earlier. Thank you so much. Back to our topic today, love at first sight. That's the ring alarm that we're about to start. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Over to you, sir. Love at first sight. We ended it last time that is it possible for a man to maybe a married man who is visually endowed actually get entangled with an endowed personality, both at the upper and lower region? Is it possible for the man to actually commit sight adultery on instant?
Wow.
Yeah.
Is it possible?
The internet.
Is it possible for? Is it possible for such?
Okay.
Okay, can I repeat the question? Hello. Hello. Can you
Okay,
hear me?
so I will thank. The line was.
Yeah, if you can type it out or if you can say it again.
Okay.
Like the
Thank you.
network, it's not stable.
Yeah, master.
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Yeah, so
Okay, can you?
I think I hear what you are saying, that is love at first sight possible for a man to see?
No, a married man. A married man to
man
see another woman that is well endowed.
Is it possible? Absolutely, yes, absolutely. Because men are moved by visuals. That's why the advertising industry, 1900s, they've been doing the same thing. They bought. You see a Ford car. Those days, black. Go and just Google it, and you see that's how they advertise stuff. So you can. Is it possible? Yes, absolutely. To see I call it a finished packaged person. So you see, and interestingly, these days you have ladies that have done they have 7 weeks, 1 week per day, eyelashes, all kinds of things. Interestingly, with Instagram, what else? Instagram, the Facebook, and all that. The camera does wonders. So it gives a false image of who you are. Am I right? And that creates distraction. So yes, the lust of the eyes, the pride of life. I mean, one of the things the devil uses is called the lust of the eyes. So is that possibility? Absolutely yes. Absolutely. Is it age does it have an age range? Okay, for young people, no. My son came to me and asked me, Daddy, did you ever like girls? So I knew what he was saying. My wife once said, "Don't be careful." I told my wife, I said, "No, don't drive him away. Let him understand. You have to learn to manage the female people that look like you, because it's healthy to have ladies that are friends. In this part of the world, we call it girlfriends, but it's really is healthy to and not commit lucre at highest level. So the committing of lucre is a matter of the heart, and that's so. Is it possible to see? Yes. Is it possible to now say you will not allow it to be more than that first impression? That's the check you have to put in your heart. That's the check you have to put. You have to say, no, I'm not going to look beyond this.
Or you become a King David.
I'm not going to look beyond. And I was telling somebody the explanation on that King David.
Yeah.
Ladies back outside in those days. It's not the first time ladies were. I mean, kings go to war. In those seasons, if you read that scripture very well, it was the time that kings go to war. So there are seasons that kings go to war. Okay, and don't forget, David was, in those days, it wasn't a crime.
Yeah.
He could have 15 concubines.
Yeah.
But the difference was David's heart was already Jehovah linked. He was heavenly linked. So that was what pissed God.
But not another person's wife. That was another person's wife.
No, I very, very correct. So he went outside the limit. He didn't put a knife on his throat, like what Solomon said. If you enter I tell my children every time, when you go to somebody's house and the person puts things that are very attractive, put a knife on your throat. Put a knife on your throat. My wife and I went to see a very interesting man one day, and he had all kinds of things on his table, sir. All kinds of things. He had shrimps, he had jollof rice, he had everything you can think about. Lamb, goat, fish, snail, everything, sir. What amazed me and my wife and I, when the man came to eat, he didn't eat more than an handful. I learned a big lesson that day. Because it's served doesn't mean you have to eat it. You know? Because the lady is looking packaged doesn't mean she's a property of yours. You know? So that is the key, that's the real issue here on the table. That you need to be able to put self-control.
Yeah.
You know? You need to be able to put self-control on yourself. That this is not my property. Very, very important.
Okay. Thank you so much. Over to you, not you, ma, but still to daddy. Remember then when we went to Bauchi, Yankari Game Reserve? Remember? You remember that day, sir?
Yes.
When we went to
yes, were you there when you say we went? Were you there when you say we went?
No. Why did you blow?
He was there in the spirit.
Off your mic, sir. Off your mic.
He was there in the spirit.
Sir, I will. Then you went to Yankari Games Reserve and you actually performed exceptional. That the vendor of the universe, you proved yourself there. Now, I want to ask you a question. Did you commit lucre then? And how were you able to deal with it? Provided that you've not you've not been certified to this point now. How are you able to deal with the lucre?
So when you say commit lucre,
so he was not a blind man, and you could see.
I've always seen her from the one now, from the day we went to my boss's house. I've always seen her from the day she says I come to the corpus lunch and just join to eat breakfast.
Yeah, and this is your tekus. Has to deliver you.
So was I admiring her? Absolutely yes. I'll be insincere if I say I was not admiring her.
Thank you.
Why did I defend? Why did I chase the chimpanzees away? I mean, you cannot affect a creature of God like this now. You cannot. You cannot do that. So yeah, but so the only thing I like to say is you have and some ladies driving with a guy and a lady is just passing and the guy just looked and the ladies can't stop that. Can't you stop looking? So again, for me, there's a very thin line between looking and looking. I don't know if you understand.
Appreciating God's creation and
appreciating and then
committing lucre
and
then lusting after.
Yes, and then it enters into lust. So that is where you have to draw the line. Unfortunately, you don't know lust or looking on your forehead. It's never latent. You don't know when so it's really a matter of the heart. So you have to be careful. That's why scripture says guard your heart with all diligence. But out of it comes the issues of life.
Thank you so much. Over to you, ma. Can we reverse the case? In case it's the man and the woman, before we move to the next question? Thank you.
So if it's a woman looking at a guy that is handsome, okay?
Yes,
the truth is, I've come to realize that you will always see people that are fine, and I call it like eye candy that you see. It's just like you go to a candy shop and you see different colors and you'll be attracted to it definitely. But like my husband said, when you are married, there are people that are limit. And then there's a way you look. You can appreciate. It's just like watching a movie and you see your favorite star. You see somebody that looks good and everything. You can say that don't lust after. So that this person is handsome, is beautiful. Even if you turn to look like, this guy is fine. You check out. When you say it's fine, 2 seconds, you remove your eye. But when you now say it's fine and then you start flirting, there is a problem. You understand? So that I won't say, oh, because my husband is married to me, he sees a lady pass by, I will not start like, arranging his head or his eye and everything. I think that's rude. Normal reaction when you see somebody is like even seeing a beautiful baby. There are days you go to church or you go somewhere and you see a baby that is really beautiful. Normally you want to carry that child. So it's the same thing. So what we are saying is you can look at people, but you are a married person. So mind how you look and then fix your gaze. There's a way you just look cleverly. But there are men that will just turn their head 360 and just be looking until they will almost, have an accident or something. I think that is not wise, And then when you go as a married person beyond looking, wanting to get the person's number.
Even if you're not married,
No, if the person is not married, the girl is not married. And you look and you decide to go speak to the person, it's okay. But when you're married, you have no business.
If you look and you're not married and you look and look.
No, lustfully will be bad. But if you look and you go talk to the person. You can go talk to the person. Yeah. But as a married person, I don't think it's advised for you to not say, let me go chat her up, let me just get to know her, or go chat him up and things like that. You will be getting into trouble because as a married person, you should have boundaries. You should have boundaries. No matter who the person is, you must have boundaries because if you don't protect yourself, you will get into trouble. And that trouble will be extramarital affairs. And before you know it, there are things you will do that will cause damage to your marriage. So you need to be very careful.
Okay, thank you so much. So in times like this, especially in times where everybody is visually endowed, you see things from social media and news. So what advice do you have for married couples in shielding themselves from this, towards not bringing a snake into their house or into their domain? What advice, or how would you advise them differently, basically in terms of culture, ethnicity, differently? How would you advise?
Okay. Let me put it this way. For both of us, we've come to understand that we have values, like we said. We have values, we have boundaries. We talk about practically everything. So if my husband is a leader in church, he's a leader where he's working, so people, he must interact with people. So what you must know are the boundaries in place. I work with guys, I work with ladies, so you must have boundaries in place. So what are the things that at the end of the day, that will get you into trouble? What are the things you are dealing with? When we talk to ourselves, we always tell people, just as we tell ourselves, can we handle the truth? So if I come and I tell him, oh, there's this person that is coming around me and I'm feeling somehow around that person, can you help me? What he will be hearing is, my wife needs help. So how do I stop this person? And there's the check. If I come today and I talk about this person, first time, second time, third time, fourth time, my husband will check, who is this person you are talking about? Who is he? Who is she? And we ask questions. And the truth is, he's a questionnaire. What is this person into? What is happening? So what is he trying to do to get to know the person? Or is it possible I meet him or her? That way, he's telling you that, okay, let's check this. Let's see this. So when you start hearing those questions and feedback, you yourself will check yourself to say, okay, what am I doing wrong? What am I doing right? And then if you have nothing to hide, you say, okay, let's introduce this person to my husband, or let me introduce the person to my wife. Let me check the person out to know if the person is genuine. Because the truth is, when you're a leader, people will come for mentoring. And they're coming with different,
some good, some bad,
some very, very bad intentions. And when they come, there are some that genuinely want help. But when they come after some time, because of what they've seen with you, because of what they know of you, they get carried away. Like, oh, this is my ideal man. Oh, this is my ideal woman. Oh, this person is so nice. He's so this. They are forgetting that this is like a finished product. It wasn't like this before. Somebody has taken time to build him up to specification. He's now looking like a dream man, because it wasn't the dream before. He was without form and comeliness. He was without nothing.
I've had it before, don't worry.
Are you getting me?
I've had it before.
So now that he's looking like the dream.
I'm still working. I'm not even the dream yet.
Now that he's looking like the dream. You understand? So I always tell people, I say it's not a case of cursing, because we know that we're called into ministry, and so we are people centered. So we can't say people cannot come around us. We have to be real, but at the same time we have to protect ourselves. Even God had protective gear and everything in the Garden of Eden. So there is this you shouldn't touch, this you shouldn't go near. And when they did, they were banished, and he also created, he put the angels to prevent them from going back there. So there are measures you will use. So that's why couples, especially when you are in ministry, when you are a leader, you must check yourself. You must have boundaries in place, and you must be each other's friends, because sometimes people will come without the man saying. Men don't have as much intuition, let me put it that way, as a woman will have, except the man is highly spiritual. So sometimes the woman is the one that needs prayer, needs help, because she is innocent and sees everybody as, oh, this person is just a friend, and whereas the person has design. So if you are friends with your husband or with your wife, they will be able to help you know that this person is crossing the line. And when you are both prayerful, you will see when somebody is crossing the line. It will be easy, and then you will know how you arrange yourself around the person. So you have to do this as a team. You can't do it alone.
Thank you so much, sir. I want to cast retrospective view. I want to cast some retrospective next back now. When we were in Gombe, what are the things you don't like?
When you say I don't like, I mean,
in Gombe, what are the things that you saw you don't like?
Concerning my wife or concerning?
Not concerning your wife. Concerning your wife. Concerning Bridget then.
Okay. Okay. That I don't like. Oh, I mean, everybody has growth areas. One of it is my wife is wanting to be everybody's friend. She hasn't changed that. She's still the same. She's still the same up to now.
Thank you.
It's still the same, And I've learned to walk. I've learned to. So if you notice what my wife said, we kind of say, okay, how do we walk this path together? How do we create some boundaries? So example, people that she has to be friends with, she makes them my friends. Okay, I'm still work in progress. I need to improve on that a lot. So but she brings around, okay, we need to go and greet this person. She has friends like that went to school. There was this outing that she took me to. Old school. Is it primary school or secondary school? Which
secondary school alumni.
A secondary school alumni. Very interesting, and I take her there regularly, all kinds of things. But and it's things that it energizes her. You have to, again, I want to ask that guy that his wife needs, has that kind of tendencies. Allow her, give her space to exercise herself. If you did science, atoms have to move around and move around and move around. And energize. That's how they create
people centered,
energy.
So get energy, yeah.
And that energy, sincerely speaking, make sure it's directing the right path. That was the reason why our second daughter, beautiful girl, she I think my wife that I didn't like her. She expressed herself a lot, talking, but I've not learned that it's the same talking that now my wife talks around the world, talks around the world. So I told my daughter, don't stop talking, make sure you talk sense. And she's done well, so it's just the same thing, that there's the way life colors the way you are brought up, and you think that you see things differently, so you have to make sure that you do such things, and that has helped us. So that's one of the things that okay.
All right, ma'am. Ma'am, over to you. What are the things you really don't fancy in Tunde? Let's just pretend as if we are in Gombe now. In Tunde 17 or 23 years ago. What are the things? Especially when it keeps coming,
Nice.
whenever you were, whenever. Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay,
I can hear you.
Bros normally come whenever you are cooking then in Gombe. So, what are the things?
The unseen guests in every meal,
I'm seeing, I'm not unseen. I'm seeing.
Those picture of Jesus Christ, the unseen guests.
I am seeing. I'm seeing. I'm seeing.
You have to be truthful with us now. Hope yourself and your friends. Did you discuss his sojourning anytime it shows? Maybe during item 7, do you discuss bros then?
No. Was he really a food person? I don't know. The only thing, if I remember, like I told him later, by the time we got married, is okay. Tunde is, will I say, selfless, and so those days, like if he comes around, especially even in that Yankari game reserve, he will tell you, oh, serve everybody, let them eat and everything. But because you are the one serving, you'll be keeping his food, making sure that he has enough food to eat. And I found out over time that it's a method that he uses
Can you believe that?
to eat more, because
That's a lie.
you will minimize the food for every other person. The bottom part.
That's a lie. Don't lie my wife.
This guy will eat more in the bid to protect him.
If you want to be leader of
No. I found out it was a technique.
servant of all.
Even when we got married,
Servant of all.
the guy will say no. He will say, "Tell everybody, don't worry about me." And I said, "Okay, don't worry. He's eating me. This one, you can't win this one."
Servant of all.
I will rest. I said, "Okay, Tunde has not eaten. I'll protect his own person."
Yes, now.
By the time this guy is ready to eat, his own person is more than everybody combined. So I said, no. This is not.
I will still serve people that know me. I will still serve people.
Oh my God, he was really a good servant. We agree. This servant leader, it has been a long thing. And at the end of the day, he's a patient dog that eats both the flesh, the bone, the meat, everything. He will eat all. So that's the only thing I noticed. Then in terms of his temperament, I'll say this: he's quiet, and he reminds me of our first daughter. She's very, very quiet, and will I say reserved? They choose their friends. People come around them because they have those leadership traits, and you see people being attracted to them. So for me, that is still something I battle with. Tunde likes his space. It's just like my daughter. My daughter is the kind that she comes for a hug when she wants a hug, not when you want to give that hug. She's not the huggy type, but when she wants it, she wants to play. So Tunde is like that. So there are times you will see him. If you see him playing, you will think, oh, Tunde is the people's person. He's so friendly. He's this, that. You're catching him when he's in that element, but really he wants his space. Just be far from him. Let him look at you from afar. So that's him for you. But so far, because I am the opposite of him, we blend well. So it's not a problem. Sometimes it gets to me because, I want people around me, and it's like, no, this is that. So I prefer peace to, fighting over who will come or who will not come or who will be around me. So basically that is it, because we understand ourselves. So every couple must have that temperament issue, and also the nurturing issue. That's big time is understand yourselves.
Okay, thank you so much, sir. Sir, you're a strategist from the beginning, and you're a strategist. I always remind you of that. Thank you so much for that beautiful strategic.
She's the one that told you about it.
So him is not a strategy.
I just ran into opportunity. That what happened that day.
Wow. So you are the Ronaldo. You are telling us you are Ronaldo. You are the Ronaldo of relationships, sir. Ronaldo of the family lifetime.
I'm not Ronaldo. Ronaldo is I understand.
Thank you so much.
Sir, you wanted to ask me a question?
Yes, I actually wanted to ask you this question. Advice to every young man and every young woman now. Basically, generally on Love at First Sight, because this is the last edition of Love at First Sight. We'll be moving to another topic next week. But advice generally on Love at First Sight, the do's, the don'ts. The do's, the don'ts. The do, and the don't. So people can know that there is danger and there is maybe the other side. Thank you.
Okay. So first of all, for the guys, should there be an attraction when you see the lady? So let me start with somebody that is not married, and you are praying about it. Sincerely speaking, you will not see. It's not an angel that you will marry, so you will see somebody. So meaning that you will have to see somebody, okay? And love is really in the eye of the beholder. Some people they see and it sparks. Some people they see it doesn't. They don't recognize it yet. But over time, they now say, "Wow, I have an angel here." So what I tell people is, it's okay to have the wows. That's the right word. It's okay to appreciate, this lady, she gets the butterflies in my stomach. So I tell every young man that's about to, take that step, that it's fine. But don't stop there. Don't stop there. And I will say for 3 reasons. Number one, the inside, in everybody, sincerely speaking, the inside really has more superior power to influence than the physical. The inside. What do I mean by the inside? Is she patient? Is she kind? Is she full of anger? Does she tolerate people? In my word, I do a lot of character discussions nowadays, sir. Does she have character? That's critical. So that inside, because I'm telling you, the inside, when priorities come to play, the inside will determine how the person will react. I give a simple example. If both of you are thinking of buying an Ashwebi, if she is very outspoken, she wants to show off, sincerely speaking, she will buy the Ashwebi of 200,000 naira and you have not paid your rent of 250. I don't know if you understand what I just said.
I do. I do.
You have not paid your rent, and she will buy the Ashwebi of 250,000 naira, and she will not mind. My wife told me of a lady. She was complaining to her husband, "I don't have clothes. I don't have clothes. I don't have clothes. I don't have clothes. I don't have clothes." The guy, you know what he did, sir? He went, took all the clothes that she had not worn like for 1 year. He went to dry clean it. He put it in like new clothes. He now put them on the bed. She came, she said, darling, you bought me new clothes. You bought me new clothes. And she was very happy. He was just looking at her. After she had finished, he now said, go and look at it very well again. She was embarrassed. It was the clothes that she had. But because she had idolized the clothes, she didn't know she had clothes there. So that's the first thing. Very important. I want to beg every guy. The second thing that I want to beg every guy, marriage is not that day. The wedding day is that day. But marriage is not that day. Marriage is forever to go.
Yeah.
And if you are going to have a great forever to go, you cannot look at only the physical. You can't. She must be she must tick other boxes. She must be a help suitable.
Yeah.
A help suitable can carry the load you are carrying. I don't know if you understand what I'm trying to say. If the guy is supposed to carry a box, the help suitable is not going to, you know how people carry boxes that they just use it to, he's touching it and he's carrying with him. No, not that kind of thing. The person can carry it.
Yeah.
Because sometimes during marriage, the guy might really fall and it is the lady that might have to carry during that period. So she really has equal and even not greater strength to carry. And I'm not lying, our ladies multitask. I don't know how my wife does it. She can do 7 things. Even as I'm talking to you now, she's trying to do something else. I don't know how they do it. So that's the second reason why you cannot look temporal. The third reason, which is so important, most people don't like to hear this. Go and look at her mommy. She's gonna look like that. Hey. So unfortunately for me, my wife's mommy is beautiful. Woo! She's in a, she's aged, and she's aging beautifully. Okay. So that's just the truth.
But it's not just the physical look. Who is she as an older woman?
So very important.
Kindness and character.
I'm telling you the truth. Because of this reason, you can't, for the guy, you cannot. You can't use that decision alone. For ladies, most ladies are not really moved by the side. They're moved by what you say to them. By what you say really moves the lady more than what she sees. That's critical. So for a lady, please make sure the guy doesn't tell you lies. Don't believe lies. Don't believe lies. Always look, the signs show smoke. You can't hide smoke.
Yeah, the character.
You can't. Okay? Before God gave Adam his wife, he had where he was going. So very clear, ask the guy, where is he going? If he can't answer it very, very well, ask him again. If he can't answer it very, very well, ask him again. If he can't answer very, very well, please run from him.
You want to spoil relationships, sir? You want to spoil relationships, sir?
I want to spoil relationship. No, I'm just telling you the truth. If not, you know what's going to happen? Yeah. They will have a lot of bumps. I mean, seriously speaking, they will start a relationship, but there will be bumps along the road. So if they've been married, then what do you now do? You need to walk the process,
Yeah.
So you will see people that look more beautiful for your wife, but you have to say, no, I will walk with this one as the wife of my youth. I will nurture this one. If people ask me today, how's your wife? People ask me that a lot. How's your wife? How's your wife? The first thing that comes to my mouth is she's beautiful.
Wow.
She's beautiful. I say that. That. So meaning that she will continue to be she will continue to be beautiful till we get to heaven, inside and outside.
Wow. Thank you so much. It's just too awesome. Our time really expressing itself whenever you're having a beautiful and something substantial.
Having fun.
This is just 53 minutes, and I thought we just in 15 minutes, but I'm seeing 53 minutes now. So, ma'am, what's your final word for tonight on Love at First Sight? Just a final word in a few minutes, and you tell us more about some of your products.
Okay.
The fathers, you tell us about it. Just one sentence about.
Okay.
And the rest is for your products, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay, basically, we should move beyond just seeing love at first sight. Move beyond what you see to what you know about the person. So once you know more about the person, his nature, his nurturing, and everything, you'll be able to know if that love at first sight can be sustained. So please, let's go beyond just looking at people at face level, okay? And then get to know the real person. Get to know if this is the person that will, complement you. Because when people say complete, I say no. Nobody can complete you. Only Christ can complete you. He's the one that will make you complete. The person can only complement you. So look at the person and see if you're going towards the same direction. Then for my packages, what I've done now is we've finally evolved into the complete family brand. So what we're doing with that is the family club now is the complete family club, which we have on Facebook.
Yeah, on Facebook.
And then yes, so we have the complete family magazine. We have the complete family show, which is a podcast. We have over 160 messages on Anchor. Almost 170 now. So we have all of that, and it's different messages on family life and marriage, doing marriage together, doing family life, parenting, everything about family life. It's there, it's free. So anybody that wants to say, okay, I want to learn from you, you can go start from there. It's good resource material. Sometimes we listen to it and we're like, wow, because we are not scripted. All we do is get the theme for the week, and then we just talk as the Lord will allow us, talk. So we don't script ourselves to say, okay, this is what you will say and how you will say it. Okay? So basically that's that. So for my packages, we have the complete man package, which has the complete man, the superstar hobby, how to be a complete man, how to be a man of value, a man of character. Then the complete superstar hobby. How can you be a sacrificial husband? How can you be a husband that leads? I call it the 2L. You love and you listen. You lead by loving and listening, because the Bible says, husband, love your wives. So the 2L, that's it. So you have the complete husband package. Then you also have the marriage mindset package for the men, because they need to have a marriage mindset. So who we're talking to, we're talking to the man, we're talking to the husband, we're talking to the fathers, we are talking to the ministers, because everybody falls within that 4 categories. So you are a man first, and then you are a husband, and then a father, and then you are a minister. So what gift do you have? What legacy do you want to leave? So those are the products that we have. For the women, we have the complete woman, we have the superstar wifey, we have the marriage mindset also for women, and then specialized is I'm a mental health therapist, so be mentally fit. That is one. I have faith and relationship, talking about your faith, helping people to build a spiritual life. And then we have the fatherhood mastery. I've written 2 books on fatherhood. So that is so easy to say, okay, the fatherhood mastery program is for a man that does not understand his role as a father. So this now, every product I have, my husband can equally teach. Because it's not about me anymore. Now This is combo. We have come together. So I can teach alone and I can bring him. And like I always tell people, once you specialize, God's time is different from my time. So you understand the dynamics that when you want both of us, so it's not bug off. We don't do buy one, get one free. You buy one, pay the full price for the other. So you are getting both at good price, but it's a package. And we don't do 1 hour counseling anymore, because we found out that it's not as effective. They will pay for a session, and before you know it, they are coming with 10 questions and go. But because they paid, you say no. What got you here did not start in 1 day, didn't take 1 hour. So we can't do 1 hour and rush it. So the list is twice a week for 1 month, which is 8 sessions. That is the least we do. 8 sessions twice a week, and from there.
So let me explain how my wife got to the 8 sessions. The 8 sessions, the person we talk to, both of us, one. The person we talk to me alone, one. We're talking to talk to my wife alone, one. Then we will now talk to the person together, and then we will now speak to, don't forget they are couples. It's always better they come as a couple, because then you hear from different perspectives and give fit for purpose, spiritually inspired counsel.
Solution and counsel,
because that's critical. When you hear some things, you might want to react, but that might not be the issue. So it's critical to give fit for purpose, inspired counsel. And that's how God has helped us.
Wow, thank you so much. Thank you so much. There's one Tuesday will be dedicated to complete family brand. from morning, from the 60 minutes, we'll dedicate to it. Thank you so much for this.
Thank you for all
giving
you
us
do.
this
Thank you
beautiful
so much.
opportunity. We want to thank everybody that joined us. Oh, quite a lot of people. Mara, Florence Carr, OK, Organics, TY. A lot of people joined us. Thank you all for joining us. All for official. Thank you all. Danny, Oluaji, Show. A lot of people. Thank you. And God bless.